What's going on, guys? It's the Top 5 podcast. You already know who it is. Don't forget to watch the entire video. Follow us on Instagram. I believe it's Top 5 the podcast. Yes. And don't forget also to subscribe, like, comment, do all that. I'm taking it today, baby. So let's go ahead and get into
baby.
baby.
I love it. I keep forgetting to put it at the beginning of the video. So now that you've done it, you've helped me.
I've just gained consciousness.
Oh, now it's my turn.
I seen that on the grams. They said, "Do y'all remember your first consciousness moment as a baby?"
Oh, like when you knew you existed for the first time? I don't think anyone does.
Some dude said whenever I blow my nose for the first time. Just imagine how scary that is.
I tell people all the time, like, it took a while for me to like realize that clouds move. Like, I thought they just formed and disappeared. And so one day I looked up a sky and I saw it moving, and I was like,
"Well, no."
Yeah, I always thought it was like just the Earth moving, and then like the clouds would just stay there, and the Earth is just moving.
I used to think everybody was robots, and I was the only human for real. Like everybody was like androids from Dragon Ball Z.
No, have y'all seen the Truman Show with Jim Carrey?
No.
It's a movie so basically since birth they've had him stationed like in this area, and all the people around him are actors, and everything is like revolved around his life. It's like a TV show.
Bruh.
And so basically his entire life is like a lie, and like nobody's real. And that's how I used to like. That's kind of like how I used to view life back in the day. Like it's all about me.
like everybody's a side character.
Everybody's a side character.
That sounds like that new Ryan Reynolds movie that's coming out.
Oh, I want to see that. Yeah, I want to see that.
G promoting movies on here.
It's dead.
Coming to theaters.
Coming to theaters now. Promo.
Promoting movies to a concurrent 9 viewers.
Yeah.
You're so depressing, dog. Like, what is wrong with you?
It's not 9 viewers. We have more than 9 viewers.
All right, guys.
Our watch duration is up. Thank you guys for supporting us.
Insert applause.
We hit 200 watch hours like about a week ago. That's crazy.
Oh, that's good.
That's a lot of hours.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
All right, y'all. Let's get into the first one. We want to talk about our masterpiece albums. Like, what is a masterpiece album to you guys? We can do one rap, one non-rap.
Okay. Go first.
Anyone want to go?
I mean, sure. I'll go, man. I'll go.
You know what? Maybe I should get mine out the way because it's not like it's so normal. It's not special at all. Maybe. I guess. Yeah. I guess.
I know my one.
Huh?
I know my first one.
All right. This is tough for me.
Outside the big three.
This is tough for me.
One in the big three and one out.
Let them go.
This is tough for me because honestly, there's not that many masterpiece albums to me. I mean, like, there's not even a lot of artists out there that I would even consider listening to their full album to see if it is a masterpiece, to be honest. I mean, I'm seriously though. I mean, there's not a high amount of artists I'm like looking for that. There might be like 10 to 15 artists. If they drop something, I'm going to it first. But I got one in the big three, one out the big three, and I'm stealing Keese's out the big three. So ha ha ha. Anyway, in the big
you can have
it. I gotta say to Pimp a Butterfly, it's just rhythm and poetry. I feel like that album defines rhythm and poetry. I mean, the way he was able to blend in new sounds. I personally can just listen through that whole album. I know a lot of people feel like they can't just listen to it like all the way through. And a lot of people feel like they can't listen to it again. Like it doesn't have good replay value. But to me, it's great, and I think that artistically, that is Kendrick Lamar's masterpiece. I think it's like every track is a stanza to the full poem, which is To Pimp a Butterfly. Um, Now, for outside the big three, I mean, these two, they're just like, these next two albums are just albums that I can listen to all the way through. My Dark Twisted Fantasy or whatever.
My beautiful dark twisted fantasy.
Yeah, I mean, Kanye don't mind. It's just good, man. Like, it's just good music. Like,
it's not just good.
Yeah, get it? Good music.
It's not just good.
But I'm saying, like, simply put, you could just listen to it all the way through. Like, you don't even have to have any type of critical.
All right,
let him go. Let him go.
Yeah, Keish, you gonna get your turn to.
Yeah, you get your turn.
Yeah, to chew on your Kanye gum.
He just said, "I don't get mad" like 30 seconds ago.
He said it's simple.
I'm saying simply, like, anyone could just listen to it and it'll be good. Like, I'm saying, like, you don't need to critically be ready to listen to a hip hop album. Like, you could just listen to music, and you could just put, like, instead of putting the radio on, you could just put on that Kanye album, and I think it's great. And I feel the same way about SZA's Control. I really, as an R&B album, I mean, SZA's R&B artist. She's kind of R&B popish.
She's definitely R&B. I would say.
I really love that, like, all the way through. Like, I could just listen to it all the way through, and I could put that on with the wife in the car with me, get the mood set. Yes. And that's it.
I'll go next.
I like them picks.
Yeah, those are solid.
I mean, they're kind of generic. Picks. I feel like To Pimp a Butterfly and My Twisted Dark, whatever, Keith knows it. They're kind of generic, but, like, I feel like that's just how I feel.
Yeah, I mean, those were definitely
great.
All three of those, some really good picks.
I mean, they're popular for a reason,
right? Yeah. So it's funny. For my rap album, I also chose Kendrick Lamar, but it's a different album. Good Kid, Mad City.
Yes,
that is definitely my masterpiece album. When it comes to hip hop, I can listen to that all the way through. Every song is just fire.
Y'all laughing at me?
I definitely feel like
I am personally laughing.
I'm just here.
I definitely feel like he put everything into that.
Facts.
As for my non-rap album, 24 Karat Magic.
No, you stole both mine. Both mine. You stole my whole two. Those were both mine. Come on, cuz. But I
24 Karat Magic.
I agree with you, bro.
That's probably one of the greatest albums I've ever heard in my life.
Literally of all time, for sure.
Definitely a masterpiece. And that's my two.
I'm gonna give Keith a couple minutes to think of a new one.
I'm not thinking of a new one. Those are mine.
My masterpiece rap album, because to me, a masterpiece or a classic album is supposed to be timeless. It's able to stand the test of time. You can listen to it cover to cover. It still sounds solid. Still sounds great. So this one is a throwback. Illmatic, Nas.
That's a solid, yeah.
I could put that thing on anywhere. I could put it on shuffle.
Yeah.
Let that joint ride. The
way that joint just starts, it's already It started off a classic.
Yeah. My non-rap album, this might be a little bit out the box for some of y'all, but it's actually Meteora by Linkin Park.
Yeah, it's out the box.
It is out the box, but I love Linkin Park though.
Linkin Park?
I'm just kidding.
What songs is on that album? I can't remember which one.
You got Somewhere I Belong, Lying.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know
Faint.
Are you aware of Bob Marley? Is that someone you might?
Oh, is that a Jamaican joke?
No, I'm just wondering if you know.
Yes, I know. I love Bob Marley and the rest of his family. Yeah, they're all very talented.
You know any of his albums?
Yeah, I do actually.
I knew he would. I knew he would.
Yeah, you know who else inspires me, Corey? Your boy Drake. Your boy Drake. He inspires me a lot. Big fan. But I don't know if I have a masterpiece album that I put on this list as of yet. So.
I got to.
Dang.
That's not
Dang.
DJs.
I felt that.
Even though DJ stole my. Are you done, G?
Yeah, I'm done.
My original picks were the ones that DJ picked, so I had to go scramble real quick in my memory banks to pull out other masterpieces. But so the two rap albums that one in the big three and one that are not in the big three. The one that's in the big three is going to be Drake, Take Care. That's an absolute cover to cover masterpiece. It was influential during the
Don't shake your head if you don't know, G.
No, I'm respecting his opinion. That's why I'm nodding.
Okay.
So I respect it.
It was influential during this time. It shaped the way music sounded for a little bit. Like it was definitely a pioneer when it comes to hip hop music in its time. Outside of the big three, and no one's probably gonna maybe a couple of y'all might agree with me on this, is Watch the Throne by Jay-Z and Kanye West.
That was an honorable mention of mine.
Man, I don't think there's enough credit that I can give to that album. It just the beats on it were one of a kind, never to be made again. Nothing ever sounded like that. We never heard Jay-Z and Kanye in a bag like that. It was so potent in its time that it's kind of had to be put in the masterpiece category. And the non-rap album that is not 24 Karat Magic is Kyle, Light of Mine. And I know many of y'all probably never heard that album.
Nope.
But
yeah, I haven't.
Kyle who?
You hate him. It's
By Kyle.
I know who he is.
Lowry?
Double cheeked up Kyle Lowry? Put a picture of Kyle Lowry's cheek on the quad right now.
No.
The album is called
thick.
This is a family pod.
That's sports.
The album is called Light of Mine, and it's not rap at all, but he is quote unquote a rapper. He just doesn't do any of that on this album. It's very melodic. It's very meaningful music to where if you listen to it, you're going to get a certain message from it. The narration on it is amazing. The actual instrumentation, the singers, it's just such a peaceful album from cover to cover, and you can just enjoy it while putting it on anywhere. So that's my second pick.
I'll give it a listen. The only song I know by Kyle is I Spy with Lil Yachty. So
if you listen to that song first, you would immediately get a negative connotation from Kyle because he made that.
I listened to a song of his today while I was working with Kalani. I forget what it's called.
Playing with me. That's on there.
Yeah,
that's fire. Sounds fire. But yeah, so it's called Light of Mine. It's a great album. I recommend it to anybody. I think you actually like it. Even if you're a rap buff, his lyrics are very good. So I would give it a shot. Yes.
Light of Mine by Kyle.
Yes, there you go. I mean, got some of your favorites on there, 2 Chainz, etc. You got your dudes on there. So
what were you gonna say about My Black Twisted Fantasy that you were so upset about?
My Beautiful
Dark.
I wasn't. I was just.
He pushes it every time.
It was y'all comment. It was when Carter was like, "It's simple." I'm like, "There's nothing simple about that album." And I'm
that's his best production.
I didn't think the album was a simple album.
I probably have heard thousands of albums in my lifetime. There have been none. There maybe have been 5 that have come close to what that album is, and it's like.
I will say that's probably like the only album with like songs in it that's like 8 minutes long that I will enjoy all
the
8
whole
minutes.
way through. The entire way. I'm not listening to those songs for 8 minutes. That one, yeah.
You got to give it to Kanye though, because he has at least 3 albums that people consider could be the best or are like game changing with My Black Fantasy.
Beautiful Dark, Twisted,
808's Heartbreak.
Even on that, he brought out the best. He brought out the best in so many artists on that album. Like, so even to this day, Nicki Minaj's best verse is on that album. Rick Ross, in my opinion, Rick Ross's best verse is still on that album.
Ooh.
Like,
there's
yes, the song's so appalled that the display of lyricism in that song is unmatched to most. Like, He brings out the best in a lot of people.
My favorite song is "Gorgeous."
That is
Gorgeous
a great
was
song.
fire.
That's a great song. There's no bad songs on that album, so
I shall go.
Okay. You have the floor.
Yes,
So, I acknowledge your picks. Do I agree with them? I don't. It's not. I don't care.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't.
It doesn't. Rasta. Anywho, so outside of the top three,
Yeah.
inside the top three, it will be. I like that. I do.
That was a pretty
enjoy
good
it.
impression.
It
that was
six.
good. That was good.
I got to do much better next time. Take Care is in there.
Oh, you're unruly.
Shut up. But Nothing Was the Same was classic to me. I like Nothing Was the Same better than Take Care.
But was it a masterpiece?
It was for some people. For me,
I heard he was setting up Lover Boys that it's gonna be more like Nothing Was the Same. I'm ready for that.
Which I mean,
that was my favorite album.
Ecstatic.
Drake is in a very good bag right now. Like he's right now.
I'm not finished.
I'm adding to your point, sir.
Outside of these, I have 4 masterpiece classic albums.
Oh wow!
Ooh.
I'm gonna take you on a road. White Girl.
What was you about to say?
White Girl Wednesday.
Yeah. Dirty Sprite 2.
What? How did you?
Because that's how
what the
Wakanda
white
Was a Drop was gonna start, and I was gonna wrap it out. Fully Loaded AP. Dirty Sprite 2 is a classic masterpiece for the future. He has never been able to repeat it since, and that's okay.
That's a pretty good one, actually.
That's not bad at all.
Rihanna Anti.
Really?
That's Rihanna. I love it.
Yeah.
That one came to mind.
Islands. Huh?
I said that one came to mind for me, but I didn't think you would list it as a masterpiece.
Yeah, like it's cover to cover I can listen to.
That's a great pick.
Division. I don't know if you guys know who that is.
Yeah, I do.
Morning After is his classic album.
I don't think you would listen to Division. I wouldn't guess that.
He's a part of OVO, so
I don't listen to him, but I'll make a note to listen to that. It's just called Morning After.
Morning After, yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna check that out too.
What's his name?
Division, but it's like
DVSN.
Yes.
Morning After by Division. We'll be checking it out.
She's absorbing.
OVO Kari.
Shut up.
Yeah.
And the one that was originally going to be my favorite, in my classic, Birds in the Trap, Sing McKnight.
I'm with you on that. That's
really
man.
Like as his best.
Yes.
I
love Astro World. I love Astro World.
We agree on
Rodeo? What, Rodeo?
Birds in the Trap is better than Rodeo.
What?
It's definitely better than Rodeo.
Birds in the Trap has Coordinate Through the Night, Sweet Sweet, Goosebumps, First Take, Pick Up the Phone, Guidance, and Wonderful.
Birds in the Trap is definitely his best album.
Like they're both fire.
They're
All
both
those
up there, but
Travis
I just
his best project is a mixtape, but that's definitely his best album.
What,
for sure.
Days Before Rodeo?
Yeah.
All those albums are all equal to me.
Yeah, Travis Scott has not put out nothing bad, yo.
Equal
That's,
in what?
that's true.
I mean, like for me, all those I'm saying they're all like really good, but they're all like none of them are above each other for me.
Oh, you mean Travis's albums?
Yeah,
I'm gonna get criticism for
like
it. I did not like Rodeo. Like I think it wasn't bad. I think it was because coming off of like a classic mixtape like Days Before Rodeo, and then he puts Rodeo out. I was expecting so much more from Rodeo than what I actually got, and I was like, This one is not it.
And for my final take,
That's crazy, bro.
Tory Lanez, Memories Don't Die.
Mm.
That joint.
Wow.
That joint is there.
Good picks.
Wow.
Because I do this music stuff. I do it.
Solid list.
Well, we know who Kari supports. Psych, no.
I can't even say that no more.
That was good.
Shoot for the stars, Tory, next time.
Wow. Yikes. Well,
you see the culture's kind of like turning on that. Not turning on him, but like people are starting to wonder. They're like, if it comes up that he actually did not do this because nothing has come up yet, who's going to apologize to that man?
everybody.
I feel like
not the hosts.
I feel like no one even cares anymore. Like even if he,
I think it's dead. I think it's dead.
You know how many people?
I just don't understand why there's no trial. Like
that's what everybody. That's what's bringing up all the like the weirdness. They're like, we have heard nothing from this in over a year.
They probably dropped it.
I think she dropped it. Yeah.
I think,
but she just don't like it no more.
She definitely didn't drop it. She like a couple of weeks ago. I think it was when the baby was doing the whole Tory Lanez stuff. Megan she went on Twitter and was like, "Y'all know justice takes time. Y'all got to give it its time." And I'm like, it's been 12 months. Like
I know they're performing at the same places and
right. There's no.
So she said she didn't drop it.
I'm about to say like there's no restraining order.
Apparently, a trial is still going on, but and Tory is out here wilding. Like he's like, when it's time for me to say what I want to say, it's gonna be a big day. And I'm like,
he's been subbing.
I mean, what else is he gonna say? Like that I did not do it and she shot herself.
If it actually comes out that he did not do this, I really want to see how the
If it comes out that she shot herself, I'm gonna be squeak.
I really want to see how, because the culture has been blackballing him. Like, if it comes out that he did not do that, I want to see what happens. I really do.
Dang, so there's like it'd be like crazy because he was, trying to shut down the baby too because he did a song with Tory.
Well, the baby's out of here. We do not need to touch on that because we will not be going with him.
Well, it kind of takes us into our next topic though. Like your friends are friends with an enemy. What do you do about that?
I don't have an enemy, so I don't.
Here, let's put it like this, Keith. Let's say
you got mad enemies out there. Let's not play.
Keith, let's say you and Aaron are beefing, right? But I'm cool with you, but I'm also cool with Aaron, and you see me hanging out with him.
I mean, how am I as a man gonna tell you who, as another man, who you can and can't hang out with? Like I feel like that's cornball mentality.
That's a fair stance. Some people disagree.
Yeah,
so you wouldn't care at all?
I feel like that's cornball mentality to try to hold somebody away from somebody else because you have an issue with them.
Well, no, I mean,
dudes do that all the time.
Imagine this enemy of yours did something heinous.
Hey,
you personally.
He stole your mic.
They took your mic.
Something horrible. Like
he took your mic and pooped on it.
Like he deleted all your music off of all the platforms.
Dang.
Oh
no!
But renamed them under a different artist.
I see you're trying to make this at home, which okay, I get you trying to make it home to me, but I still if he like punched my mom, like I'm like. Obviously, I hate that. I'm never going to be around to do it again. But I can't, as a man, tell you. You wouldn't
feel a certain type of way about your homie hanging out with this dude, knowing what he did to you.
I'm gonna be like, bro, he did this. But I'm like, and he would make his own decision for himself. But if he came out like, hey, bro, he's still my guy.
Yeah, like let's say my mom.
Let's say
I'm thinking I'm gonna do the punch your mom.
Yeah, like let's say Aaron punched your mom, and I still hang out with him. I'm sorry, Aaron, to implicate you in this, but like, if he did that, right? But I'm still like hanging out with him. Like, would it make you feel a way that he did this, and I know he did this,
and I'm still cool?
Yeah, it'll make me feel a way. I would definitely come to you and be like, bro, he punched my mom. You know what type of dude this is, right? And at that point, it's up to you to decide how you're gonna move forward with that information.
No, he's already on my side, though. You cool with that?
Like, no matter what I pick, you'll be 100% with my decision.
Whatever you pick, I have to figure out how.
He gonna punch your mom next.
I'm not.
Right.
Remember Halo City? That dude gonna punch your grandma.
Because now you gotta like really like equate like who was this other friend of yours? Like, man, like this
Is your
dude's
mom
probably
listening to
messed
this?
up.
No.
Okay.
My mom.
Yeah.
Shout out, mom.
Yeah, no, I would definitely come to you and let you know what happened, and from there you got to decide. And whatever you pick after that, I'll figure out how I'm going to move after that. Like, I'm not going to disown you because I told you information that about something that he did, but I would definitely have a connotation of you in my head if you continue to hang out with him. But I'm not going to stop being friends with you because of that.
And I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I'm going to try my darndest to break that friendship up. You cannot hang out with this dude if he did something so disrespectful, so heinous, and you know about it too. Like now I'm really like I can't even hang out with you.
Yeah, I mean,
Like that's just disrespectful.
You know how I am. I'm down for everybody. So if we don't like somebody, I don't like them either. Just cause off the strength, just off of it. Oh yeah, he stepped on my shoes. He did what? Like,
you more mad than them.
Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, let's kill him.
Someone once told me that they can't trust someone who is friends with everyone. But I think you can. I think you can be friends with everyone, but your circle of friends is still like your circle of close friends. Like you can't be close friends with everyone. Like you can still keep it cordial and be friendly with people. Ideally, everyone would be humble enough so that we wouldn't have any enemies. But realistically, like if I was put in that situation as the friend, like if I'm still cool with both people, I feel like I would be too sensitive to my close friends' feelings to still be friends with their enemy, I guess you could say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
So consensus is, besides Keith, you ain't messing with the other side.
Well, go ahead.
I guess you could say that.
I've been in a lot of situations where I'm kind of like this neutral party in between like two groups of people who beef with each other. And it gets weird sometimes because it's like I'm still cool with everybody. And usually in those type of situations, the thing that they have conflict over isn't like something that's so personal that like I would have to just not hang with you no more. Like it's more like just a personal thing between side A and side B.
Like someone stealing someone else's girl.
I don't know how this directs to me, but yeah.
Not you.
I can't.
But
he knows who it directs to.
It's not gonna hit me till like 3 a.m. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna realize it's till 3 a.m. I'm gonna text you. But
pod.
But anyway, like
that's why he's like, oh, and then it just cuts off.
Exactly. But if it's like to the point where like a friend of mine tells me what they do, or they feel so strongly that like that about this other person or this other side, then yeah, I'm gonna take their feelings into consideration. I'll probably hang with them less. Or if they did something so heinous like punching someone's mother in the face, then yeah, I'm gonna have to limit my association. Like I still keep things cordial. I try to respect everybody, but obviously, depending on how severe what you did is gonna affect how close or distant I am from you. But most of the time, I'm cool.
So you would still be cool with your friend, like if one of us was go ahead and
punch your moms in the face.
But no
like,
mom
I mean,
punching
we're
will be
not saying
tolerated.
that anyone has enemies, like none of us
have.
have.
Y'all punch any of y'all moms.
Yeah, we gotta stop saying.
I'm jumping you immediately.
Yeah, we
like,
not
if
standing
you
for that.
DJ's mom, we're coming to jump you. Like I don't like vice versa.
If you got tension with somebody, and like you're cool with one of us just being like, yeah, I'm close with them too.
It's gonna depend on like what type of. I would feel weird, but
makes me icky.
It depends. Like if y'all like hanging out with him to the point that like y'all including him and everything,
yeah,
and I was keeping him around, and I gotta be there too. Then I'm gonna start feeling the way. If I could like not be involved when y'all messing with him, or y'all don't like always talk about him, then I can look past it and let it go. Cause I'm the type that like if I had something with somebody, eventually I'm gonna try to reach out and settle it.
But yeah, and that's my thing. Like if I'm like truly your close friend, and someone's inviting people out and they're not inviting you out, I feel like I have to stick with my close friend, just because I know how that might feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if there's tension, it's like you can't really play both sides, because you go over there, if they got tension with your friend, they start talking about them. It's like I'm not gonna be fake. It's tough.
Yeah, I understand. It don't gotta be like beef. Like you can still be like
Yeah.
civil with the person, but like out of respect for your close friend, probably do some distancing.
That's why I'm saying, like, you can't be close friends with like both parties unless that's already the case. In which
Right.
and all of us, as a close friend, should be able to tell someone, "Hey, I think you're tripping. Like, you can get over it at some point."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But in my experience, I've
like,
always
now that
caught
you-
the disdain by association. Like, someone who had some tension with me, which I've never had tension with. I never myself have felt like I've had any enemy, but people might not have felt the same way just because I was from the east side or whatever.
Dang, I just got what Kari said earlier. Now I just got it.
Put a light bulb over G's head.
I've always got
You know, the
disdained by
biggest thing in the
association.
world.
Put a light bulb over G's head. It said ting.
Because usually it happens like that, right? Like someone doesn't like your friend and they don't like you because you hang out with that friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's on the set.
I'm gang.
That's true.
Just
Yeah,
what
so I mean,
Aaron
like-
said. Like people talking about someone behind their back, I also wouldn't like be cool with that. So now that you said that, that kind of influences my answer. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Yeah, and they're
Also,
gonna look
I
at
don't
you
like
different.
mincing words. Like I can't be around you, and I know you part of the other team too. Like you subbing in and out the other team, and I can't be saying certain things to you, and I'm like, hey, what if he running back and say that? Because I'm a very expressive dude. Like I just say what's on my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheddar biscuits.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Those.
like you were saying, like it does depend on how bad it was. Things can be cordial. But yeah, like with the Megan Thee Stallion, the Tory, and the baby, like if Tory did shoot her, the baby is like completely out of line.
Sorry, that's not.
The baby stance on that is like, it doesn't matter.
I just want to know, like, was he getting beat up by her, and he was just like, "This is my only way out, or she's gonna kill me."
Why are we talking about this situation?
I don't think you could justify this any way you cut it.
I'm not saying it's justified, but like I'm just saying, like, is that
I picture her just like smacking his head back and forth.
right? Just like when
Just
Goku
like-
did Frieza,
Like just mushing him.
yeah.
Yo, having
Like
somebody
that.
push your face when they taller than you, that's the biggest sign of disrespect, yo.
Oh, you gotta break his hand, or I bite it. I'm just gonna bite it off. It's coming, and like your hand's coming with me.
It's coming with me.
But no, like
Yeah.
if we're gonna say, like, if I'm gonna say for the sake of argument, like I have an enemy and I see my close friend, like when y'all go ahead and hanging out with them, like I would still accept him as a friend, like he's saying, but I'd have to be selective with the information I'm giving him.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to feel comfortable in your circle that I could just say whatever I feel like I want to say, especially for like me, because like I don't really have any siblings that I feel like I don't have no brothers and sisters I feel like I could go to. So like I have my circle of friends. I feel like, okay, these are people I can give my information to and feel comfortable doing so. But if I see you running with people who have disdain for me, I feel like I might have to be a little more careful.
I give you the information and you choose the wrong answer. I'm not going to disown you because you didn't disrespect me. But you choosing the wrong answer in my head. I have to now figure out where I'm going to be as far as your friend. Not going to invite you to certain stuff sometimes. I'm going to pick what I choose and pick and choose what I tell you. But I'm not going to disown you. I feel like that's cornball. But
Or like you invite them, every time you invite them, you got to make them bring 10 for pizza.
Bring 20.
You know what though?
So Aaron has multiple enemies in Pittsburgh.
You know what's tough though is
What are the
it's being the friend
also
that
the DMV area
is close to like. No, that wasn't me. But it's being a friend that's like close to two parties who are beefing.
Potties.
I've had family members, like I'm family of both of these people, and they are beefing with each other, and it's like
family beef is
you invite both of them, but like they're like, okay, well I'm not coming if they're gonna be there, and it's like there's nothing you can do about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I've been in between a beef with my boys. One of them was G. So yeah. that was interesting. But yeah. I mean,
who's y'all beefing with?
I'm not gonna say it on the pod. But it all worked itself out, everything is cool again. So
good for you.
That stuff can happen too. Like, if, give it some time where things can just cool off. But yeah, I think unless anybody else have anything else to say. Any points?
Take an intermission. I gotta.
No, sir.
You said what?
There is a bathroom. Intermission. I'll be right back.
Don't take a bath.
I will.
Kid. Alex, ¿qué te dice?
Oh, shit. Good conversation. And Meg, I hope everything works out for you. But speaking of female rappers, let's talk about Nicki Minaj, because there's a lot of scrutiny around her.
Queen.
I think especially in this group, some people think that she is maybe trash, or possibly like one of the best female rappers of our generation. So, what are you guys' thoughts?
I don't think she's trash. I just don't like her.
Why not?
What female rapper do you like?
What female rapper do I like?
Mm-hmm.
It's not about
ladies. Listen up.
I can name some female rappers I like over Nicki.
Well, first
I can too, but like
you don't even know my answer. Don't guess me.
It's less. Well, I don't really like her music that much.
You might have said Rhapsody.
I mean, Rhapsody, yeah.
Rhapsody's a beast.
Just fine.
But you're not gonna expect my answer. You don't want to expect it.
I better not be arrogant, but I do.
You gonna say MC Light?
MC Light. Whoa, that's a throwback.
Throwback.
I mean, if I could be honest, there's not a lot of female rappers I listen to. I mean, it's just
why is that?
Like right now, like currently, like I would say Nicki Minaj is the best female rapper, definitely. I don't like any of her albums. I'm not a big fan of her.
Pink Print is good.
I haven't listened to it. I have not listened.
Is that the one with truffle butter on it?
Pink Print, it is.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't like Pink Friday?
I don't like truffle butter, but Pink Friday was good. Good album.
Pink Friday.
Y'all gotta stop saying truffle butter.
I'm okay with that. I think she can lay a good verse every now and then.
Yeah.
I think recently her verses are very samey.
Seeing green.
King Kong. Yes, it's King Kong. Yes, it's King Kong.
Yeah, I mean, even Seeing Green. I mean, she has more than one flow. It's just she says the same things in different flows, which can be fine. It's just I'm not impressed by it.
Hey, bro.
I didn't really like her style when she came out. I know she calmed that down. Look, man, there's a full package of things I don't like about Nicki Minaj, and that's part of it.
I can't get a Harajuku Barbie.
And I think that she tries to keep other artists down. Like I feel like if artists, yeah,
please let me touch on that.
Okay.
That's what G's about to say.
I think she likes to remind people how good she is.
But I'm saying, what about
the Cardi B situation? But she only did that with Cardi. Like, who else has she done that with?
She was subbing Meg Thee Stallion.
She wasn't subbing, she had one of the biggest. She got on Hot Girl Summer with Megan. Like, she had one of the biggest songs in Megan's catalog with her. How? I'm
saying, yeah, that was then. This is now. She was just streaming subbing Meg Thee Stallion. I'll send y'all the video later, but
I'm gonna see that.
The point is, I think she does try to, and she gets mad whenever like other artists are getting to her level.
Yeah, that's what I agree on. It's like she don't like.
How's that a reach?
She don't like sharing the spotlight.
We've only confirmed that she's done that with Cardi.
What?
Like her and Cardi definitely don't like each other. Like I understand that, and she's definitely tried to like, kill off Cardi.
Even if she do it once, that means she still tried to do it though.
I understand that, but like you're like multiple artists. I'm like, shit.
I didn't see Motorsport was also in like 2016. Like that was forever ago.
That's fine, but I'm saying like as a personality
like the situation
trait
has improved since though.
I mean, but also some of that was Cardi B's fault too.
What do you mean?
Cardi B acting like she's better than what she was at the point in time.
Oh, okay. Showing up late to the shoot. I should be like,
showing up late to the shoot, showing up late to the record the verse.
Okay. Now that one I actually do kind of gotta go against what Cardi had to say because Cardi, where I first started, Nicki was like, she saw an interview that Cardi did where she was naming who all of her female inspirations was, and she said everybody except for Nicki Minaj. Like she just didn't name Nicki, and I'm like, that sounds a little like you feel entitled. That's kind of. Yeah, you deserve that, but you're entitled now. Like that's kind of entitled. So like the whole beginning of that Nicki Cardi, I was like, yeah. But I haven't seen Nicki do that to anybody else. Like she's bad artist.
Why did Remy Ma go at her?
Remy had some prior beef, like from like early in her career. She had some beef with like Lil Kim back in the day.
Right, but that wasn't partly Nicki trying to stop her from getting money. Because that's what Remy Ma was saying.
That was Nicki's response. That was Nicki's response to what Remy was doing. Remy was coming at Nicki all crazy, and Nicki's response was like, "Oh, you want to come at me like that? I'm gonna stop your money flow." That was her response. That wasn't Nicki just outright. I'm gonna stop your money. Like she came at her first.
What did she do to come at her?
That's a boss move.
That's a boss move. She came at her on a Nas flip and on the song that Nas had just did, and Nicki and Nas were together at one point. So she made a little call and she was like, "Hey Nas, she ever talking crazy on one of your beats. I'm gonna need you to handle that." That's a boss move, bro. Like don't come at her and not respect repercussions.
Who is she dissing that she had to get Lil Wayne and Drake on the track with?
Just compete. Like just compete.
Why do you need people on a diss track with you?
Wait, so you had a problem? Well, you had a problem.
I mean, I do agree with that
jumping.
because Meek Mill.
Wait, you had a problem with Nicki stopping Remy's money flow from a diss track? Why?
I'm saying just compete. Like Drake don't be trying to stop no money flow. He just get with the bars.
Sometimes it's different. It's like okay, the thing that she was trying to say to Nicki was so kind of out of pocket that it's like, all right, you're not gonna ever perform this anywhere else. Like,
people get whacked over money, bro. You could just diss all day and just words, but money, it's a little different.
I don't think there was anything wrong with her stopping the money flow. I think that was justified.
I think that's ignorant.
Yeah. I'm cool with it.
Nicki the whole thing was ignorant though.
Nicki won a war. She stopped the money from that. Like, she stopped her paper.
Stopped the money, had the better verse.
Yeah.
I agree with Aaron. I feel like her content's too repetitive. I'm tired of being told I'm her son, apparently. I'm tired of it.
It's not you.
I'll give her credit. Like she gets on some songs and like her verse will be hard on that song, but I couldn't listen to a whole project of her. Cause like if it's just her song, more often than not, I'm probably not gonna mess with it as well.
But can you listen to a whole project of any other rapper besides Nicki?
Cardi B.
Yeah.
I'm not listening to a whole Cardi B album.
That Cardi B album?
Invasion of Privacy.
Oh, you mean another female rapper?
Amazing album.
Yes.
Like, and even though I will give Nicki credit, Nicki writes everything she does. It's known that Cardi does not write most of her music. Invasion of Privacy was an amazing album, but it wasn't all Cardi. So it's like, at the end of the day, you have to give Nicki's credit where her credit is due. I will agree with G that where you said on features, she's definitely strongest on features for sure. But I do like her.
Cardi B is literally Nicki Minaj's son.
Literally. I ain't hearing that. I ain't hearing that.
I'm not gonna agree with that.
Literally,
I'm not.
Literally, Nicki birthed her. Like she looks just like her. Got the surgeries, got the hair, the type of attitude.
I'm not. Yeah, I can't go aside that one, bro.
I don't want to make it seem like I'm not giving Nicki no props. Like, I think she definitely should be recognized for her achievements, and like, you know, she was the queen of rap for however long she was.
She still is.
It's just like,
she still is.
I just personally don't like Nicki Minaj.
And like Nicki raps, people downplay Nicki's rapping. Nicki can spit. Like,
definitely.
She can, but then she's not. And then it's more often.
Even Barbie Dreams. Oh my god, Cardi B could never do a Barbie Dream song.
Like, even on
Cardi B will never rap like Nicki Minaj.
Dark Twisted Fantasy, the monster verse on Dark Twisted Fantasy. I don't think I've heard a female rap better than that to this day. Like that verse was insane.
Speaking
How you
of,
out-rap Jay-Z and Kanye.
And you told me to name a female rapper who I like more than Nicki Minaj. Snow the Product.
As time goes on, Nicki's verses go down for me, from what I am hearing. Do you disagree with that?
I would agree with that. I mean, it's kind of hard to.
Rotten Tomatoes critic.
I just feel like outside of the Seeing Green verse, and I guess she just rapped the verse on with that verse is fire on the Bia song. Those are the only two verses we've gotten from her in maybe 4 years. She hasn't put out music in a long time.
Didn't she drop on the Make It Clap remix or whatever?
I didn't hear that.
We haven't heard it. I think Soulja Boy put on that thingy, but I never even.
I never heard it. We got French Montana on the official remix, so whatever that Nicki thing was, I didn't hear that, but it never made it out, so I don't know what that is.
Well, I mean, I too am not the biggest fan of Nicki, but yeah, like you guys were saying, like, you know, credit. She deserves her credit because like she definitely is a queen of rap. She definitely can rap. She can spit. Like, she really can. But yeah, it's just something that all female rappers, not all, going down, but a lot of female rappers be doing, and just like all the, you know.
Jeez, hey.
I mean, it sells.
Think about it.
It sells.
It sells, but like
for the wrong reasons.
I'm tired of it. I really am.
I feel you, but then you got the double standard of like you hear dudes talking about, but then you're the double standard of dudes who always talk about that in their music too. I mean, I get tired of that too.
I guess the reason why it kind of gets me like, if you heard an entire Nicki Minaj album, I don't think you wouldn't be saying this. If you heard Pink Friday had mad different topics. It had love, it had relationships. Like she talks about a lot more than just her sons.
I'll add it to my list of albums.
Yeah, she does. I mean, like that album, I liked. I already said that earlier. I like that album.
Like when I'm talking about what she's saying in the verses or the verse in particular, I'm saying like, yeah, she could spit, but what have you done for me lately, recently? It's been going down as far as the bars are concerned. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, you can, but it's still, even if her bars are going down, she's still so much better than everybody else, female rapper wise.
But do you think that's maybe just because there's a lack of other popular female rappers?
Yes.
No, there's plenty of popular female rappers right now.
Right now, there's a lot.
I don't think there's a lot of. I don't think there's a lot of.
I don't think there's
popular
a lot of good
female
ones.
Rappers who are lyrical.
Yeah, I mean, no matter if they're good or not, they're popular.
Right, but not like lyrical ones that would like contest her.
That's changing the argument. You're like, there's a lack of female artists.
But the lyrical ones don't get the recognition that they deserve.
Right, like Rhapsody is lyrical, but she's not popular.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Rhapsody is a better rapper than Nicki. I'm saying it right here. I'm saying it. And like, she's a way better rapper.
I feel like
She's
the
a way
best
better
lyrical
rapper.
rapper. I feel like the most popular lyrical female rapper right now is probably Doja Cat. She actually be rapping.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
she can
it's like-
spit.
I didn't even
So,
listen to
yeah.
her last.
Doja be
Yeah,
rapping.
she just dropped some.
Her last album's fire.
Yeah, she be
I'll
wild
listen
for
to
real.
that too because I ain't listening.
Is she
to
up
it.
next?
She is.
She's already here. I feel like.
Yeah, I think
probably-
she'll be this generation's Nicki.
She's one of the most popular for sure right now as a rapper. She be going crazy.
I like her better than Nicki.
But all the
I bet you do.
raunchy stuff sells. So like that's why
Because she's light skinned, ladies.
those lyrical rappers.
Because
aren't
she's
getting
light
recognition.
skinned.
Doja has like that whole. She has the look. She has the image,
look.
She has all of that. Doja.
You hear that, ladies? The look. I'm here for our dark skinned queens.
Me too.
Yeah, man.
Maybe.
I am.
Colorism.
Oh, yeah, exactly. The look. I like Doja better. I bet you do.
I'm
That
not
got nothing to do with what she look like.
Yes, it do.
Let me clarify.
You implied
I'm
that
not
heavily.
hearing that.
You implied that heavily.
I'm not in all saying whatever Kari is trying to imply right now. What I mean by the look is, she looks great. She has a great image. I'm not saying she has the look that everybody wants. She just has a.
So
great
Nicki
look.
doesn't have a great image.
She's a good cleanup.
I'm
yo.
saying
That's a
when
great
Nicki first
cleanup.
came out, like
That was
every
a fantastic
day you
cleanup.
saw her, like,
Yeah.
Nicki
like,
has
bro,
an
I
amazing.
don't like that.
What the heck were you doing?
Doja Cat was saying.
Oh,
Doja Cat was
man.
about
that. Click that. That needs to be.
Doja Cat was pretending to be a slave with her other friends.
Man,
I'm not touching none of that.
Oh,
Doja
no.
Cat has a great image.
I ain't say nothing about
Not
her.
to some. She has had a good year.
She's not ultra.
Let us
black.
not forget.
She's been here more than a year.
I said she had a good year. I didn't say she's been
she's had a
out only a
fantastic
year.
year.
She has had a fantastic year.
who Doja Cat? Yeah.
Like what?
No,
Rabbit
you're saying
season.
no,
Duck
you're saying
season.
good.
Rabbit
Disrespectfully.
season.
She has had she's had a great couple of years. She's been here for a little minute.
Yeah.
Did not say that. Can you rewind the tape?
It doesn't have to. I'm saying she's had a great couple of years.
You said I said something that I didn't say.
Well, she's not going away anytime soon, so
She's
I don't
not.
think so. And I
if
like,
anything,
I like
she's
her
probably
music.
going to keep getting more popular.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is Nicki.
Now, what is her like limit? That remains to be seen.
I do feel like if all of them
think
were to
she'll
make an
last.
album, if all of them made their own individual albums, they would have to get out. Like whenever Nicki announces, all the female leads, they have to back up. Like they have to cancel that month because Nicki's dropping. Like I don't think any of them is touching Nicki right now on a drop. So
Nicki's
Yeah, 'cause,
like
she's
Nicki's like the Beyonce of
literally.
female rapping right now. And then I
Who's-
think Doja Cat is like the Ariana Grande of pop, like our version of it. Like, because Ariana Grande is huge.
she is huge.
So is Doja now. So I'm looking forward to what Doja brings. Not Cardi B, because she can miss me.
I think Doja.
I actually mess with Cardi B.
I'm sure you do.
I like Cardi B a lot. I'm an advocate for Cardi B. I'm looking for her album. Like I don't know why it hasn't dropped yet, but I'm looking.
I don't wanna hear
She drops a decent song every blue moon.
She keep it.
Yeah, remember
for
how
sure.
hype press was and it was
Yeah, that was
Press.
1 minute
was
and
so
20
good.
seconds long.
That might have been
Press,
one of
press,
the
press.
hardest snippets I've ever heard in my
I
life.
don't need more.
And then the song came out, and it's like, this is not.
Walk out bulletproof vest. Bop bop. Guess who?
Where Post Malone been? He's been gone forever. I don't
Oh,
what
no.
happened.
I know he
Ain't
got
he
grew
doing
his hair
something?
back.
I swear he
I
just dropped
think he's
something or
so
did something. I swear he
Yeah.
did. I
I
saw him
don't
on
know.
something. But I
Like
didn't
Drake
know.
said, we'll see who's around in a decade from now.
Hey,
Did you
speaking
have
of
a problem with
albums,
Post
yo,
Malone?
We can
Huh?
talk. Spit it. Say it.
I was like, speaking of albums, yo, I need to apologize to Isaiah Rashad, yo, because I was trashing Sun's tirade because I wasn't feeling it. But this new joint he just dropped, he delivered.
Another album.
Yeah, Isaiah Rashad's new album.
It's a common conception that the Sun's
He
tirade.
dropped
is
2
what's-
albums that fast.
No, he's been
No,
gone for
No,
5
I'm
years.
talking about
He
the
been
album he
dropping
just
songs.
dropped.
He
Yeah,
just dropped an album on Friday, and he hasn't dropped an album in
Yeah,
years.
but Grandpa didn't
Yeah.
like the Sun's tirade.
Not many people liked
Yeah.
it. It had a bad reception. It wasn't that
Yeah.
good.
his
I like
new
it.
joint's called "The House Is Burning." This
Is that the one that TDD put the surprise party up for?
That's the album.
And what
I'm
song?
not-
And he only released a song.
He's been dropping a couple singles actually.
Yeah,
Like,
there's
over
a
the past few weeks.
He dropped, I think,
But all the singles are on the album.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is Kendrick on there?
Yeah, yeah. No, he's not.
No.
Oh.
I should let you do it. I should have let you do it.
I was gonna do it, but then you said no, so I was like, dang.
I should have let you do it.
Like, I was hoping.
I
like
would
the
have
song
loved.
title.
If Kendrick was
to
on
make
there,
it-
we would all know.
Yeah, everybody would know immediately.
If there was a rumor of Kendrick on that album, everybody would have blew up.
The world would have
stopped.
The world would have stopped.
Put a globe on the Top 5 podcast. They have it to stop spinning.
Let me ask you this, Card.
Don't ask me nothing. I don't want to talk about it.
It's not it is about Kendrick and Drake.
Okay.
Let's say CLB drops, Certified Lover Boy, and it's great. I'm talking. It's a immediate classic. Will you accept me back? And the Drake number? No,
you're not.
I'm not allowed to come back.
You have to bring.
You know what?
I never
of
left.
the goats. You have to bring. I need.
I never left.
2 goats. 1 maiden.
I'm saying like I have Kendrick 1 and Drake like right there. But if Drake drops a classic, Kendrick's nowhere to be found. You wouldn't accept me back.
Wow.
Hey man.
What am I hearing?
I don't know.
Hey,
You wouldn't accept me back?
We're talking about it off.
Listen.
You know what, man?
I'm allowed to have a change in who's my favorite
You
rapper.
are.
Right?
You are.
Listen, Drake has been all the songs.
Every feature he has put out this year has been
Drake has of late.
Even that joint with Smiley. Smiley was complete garbage.
Yo, did you see me?
Yeah.
That boy was trash.
They're going crazy on TikTok because of that. That garbage.
But Drake was flowing on that.
That was a Drake song. Drake has been smoking everything he's put out in the last
Kendrick,
couple of months.
he's has been my favorite rapper, but there's nothing new to compare it with. Like at least with J. Cole, I'm saying, okay, I like what J. Cole came with. Let's see what Drake come with. But if J. Cole with a classic, it's like, look.
I feel like we've let it settle. Is Off Season a classic?
No.
It wasn't a whole complete body of work. Like he had bars, he spin, he had flows, he had some good.
Is it because it's too short?
Don't get me wrong. It's
I
still,
do think the length may have had something.
Rapping.
It's still in the top 5 so far of 2021. It's just not classic. It's not.
Let me ask you this: if Scorpion was reconstructed into a shorter album and took some of the,
yes,
would it be classic?
Yes.
I mess with Scorpion actually.
You know what's funny? I've been re-listening to everything, and it sounds even better to me now.
Oh no, I
disagree. It's a good project.
You know what's actually really good to me? Dark Lane demo tape has been getting me there. And it's just good to me.
There's a new championship winner every year, right?
There is.
I just feel like it's not fair to me. Like I'm a fan of both Drake and Kendrick, but it's not fair to me to keep Kendrick up there number 1 if it's been so long since he's released something, and then I hear something that's like blows my mind.
I'm telling y'all that.
So I'm telling y'all right now, if Certified Lover Boy is crazy, because I've been hearing it's crazy from every source that says drops any opinions, be like, yo, that's crazy. Every person who's been tweeting about CLB now, they said the same thing about J. Cole's album as well. But I don't know. I've been feeling the momentum that Drake has been coming with.
Yes,
Drake has definitely been smoking everything.
And my thing is like, and that's what I'm saying about like these tracks. Like, oh, he's not sounding right lately. Like, even if like I'll even bite, since we're all being friendly and we're having a friendly conversation about this. When Drake's verses are less tasteful, we'll say that. May not hit the tongue right. Every verse he put out and feature he put out coming up from then are around the same period. That's how Drake operates. He has a season where he's working, season when he's playing. And this is a season where he's on, and every verse you've heard has been heat. So what I'm saying is the album heat. You know what I'm saying? Like even when he did God's Plan, it was a good song. He did God's Plan. I feel like he did God's Plan, 2C Slide, and all that all within the same time. You know what I'm saying? Mid stuff. You know, like I like it. But yeah.
I agree with you. I do think CLB is going to be a great album. He's in a crazy shape right now.
I just are through the roof.
Yeah,
same for Kanye too.
I just hope he doesn't throw any burners on there because I feel like Drake, he'll have like a lot of like good songs on the album, but then he'll have a couple of burners.
His ratio is so off because he put so many just burner songs on there. Didn't need.
I just need him to have a full.
Do we think they're gonna drop the same day?
No,
I think they are.
No,
who's outselling who?
I hope not.
On the Drake and Kanye.
Yeah, because they're dropping in August. They're both dropping in August.
Drake is outselling Kanye.
Even as a Kanye
stan,
me?
Yeah, who said somebody?
Drake
said
is
something.
outselling Kanye, definitely.
Oh yeah.
I think it'll be close because this Kanye has been anticipated.
Yeah, but Drake.
But I think they've been anticipating this Drake too.
Even if it's close,
I feel like
I think it's gonna be close. But I don't know who would take.
As a Kanye stan, bro.
Did you just throw up, Granville?
Do you know how?
I'm good.
But do we know if Kanye really rapping though on this album?
I mean, it don't matter. It's Kanye.
Oh my God. It's Drake. We know Certified Lover Boy's anticipation. We know we've been waiting on the album for 3 years.
I don't want to hear.
How much did Kanye's last joint sell?
The visual representation of how much people want to hear this Kanye album, like I don't know, bro. Like the thing didn't even come out yet, and I saw he broke an Apple streaming record of like 3.3 million people at once. Like this is going to be very, very, if not more, it's going to be very close. Like very, very close.
I'd rather Kendrick not say nothing than Kanye keep pump thinking the album.
So I just want to say Kanye's last album, the gospel joint, he came out with 264,000 equivalent album units, of which 109,000 were traditional album sales first week.
And that's a gospel album. Like people knew that already. Like I don't know, bro. Like even being a Kanye stan, like I love.
What did Scorpion do first week?
I don't know.
I'll look that up.
I don't, man. That's tough.
All I'm saying
I can't say that's tough.
is if CLB is crazy, you might be hearing a different opinion from me.
Scorpion came out with 732,000 album equivalent units, of which 160,000 were pure album sales on the first week, making it the biggest first week of the year at that time.
Let me ask y'all this. So to a lot of people, Drake doesn't have like a undisputed classic album, right?
Well, Drake? You said Drake? Yes, he does. He has to take
no,
care.
it's not undisputed. Like people say, Take Care is not.
Yeah, some people will dispute it.
I have not heard people dispute that.
I actually do like nothing was. I actually do like nothing was the same.
It's between Take Care, Nothing Was the Same.
They're both up there.
Yeah, but he doesn't have like an undisputed. This is a perfect classic. People, not everyone says Take Care.
If you're reading this.
Oh my God!
I've never heard this dispute. I've always heard Take Care was the one. I've heard that's the one. Take Care. Like they're all
I've
great,
heard both. I've heard both stigmas.
Well, I'm saying if CLB is an undisputed classic, do you think that wipes or sweeps that ghostwriting stuff under the rug, and you could just cement Drake as up there?
Bro, it's been swept under the rug, man. People don't care no more. He's still doing numbers.
You can put out every album that you make for the rest of your life can be a classic.
No, but I'm saying it's about the respect thing with Drake. Like Drake is always going to do numbers, but still people don't respect him as much because they always hold that over his head.
People hold it over his head, but like people are willing to compromise on certain.
We don't hear about it as much as we used to.
I say we don't hear it like at all.
Yeah, you don't hear about it no more.
Like the only person that still says it is Pusha T, to be honest.
Well, nobody's questioning.
But I'm saying at the end of the day, when people are doing their all-time lists, Drake goes back because of that.
I don't have Drake in my.
I think. Go ahead.
I don't have Drake in my lyrics. Like if you're asking me an all-time lyricist list, Drake is not on that list. So I I don't know. Not on that list.
Is that because
He got
of the
real heated. I
ghostwriting?
saw that.
A lot of it is because of the ghostwriting. His best material.
So that's what Aaron's asking you.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
That's the problem. I'm sorry, but that's my thing. His worst material was ghostwritten. If you're reading this now, you said that album is garbage to you. That's when Quentin Miller was writing for him.
But not just Quentin Miller, though. The Weeknd has writing credits on the Take Care album.
I guess writing credits, but we like Quentin Miller was laying bars and Drake was just taking them.
The Weeknd was giving him material for his Take Care. That's his best album. How are you getting stuff written for you on your best album and want me to put you on my lyricist list?
I mean, me personally,
I for him all the time.
Oh, I mean, y'all remember where I had Drake on my
list,
and none of it was for ghostwriting.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about it, honestly.
But like DJ was saying, like I'm saying, when people look back, like at the end when it's all over, on their all-time list, I'm saying he went back a little bit because of the ghostwriting for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying if CLB is an undisputed classic, do you think that puts him back up?
It's not erasing that stigma for me. It's not at all.
Yes, I think it definitely just didn't
like
a couple
for me.
People,
every album you make for the rest of your life can be a classic. You still had your best material written for you. I'm not erasing that.
Listen, I mean that doesn't make sense. If everything album is a classic, it's equal to what he would have written for.
Like Kanye West has the most classics of any rapper there is, but Kanye West is not on my lyricist list either because he's had material written for him. It's the same for Drake. I'm not putting you there. You had music written for you before. No,
but
I mean, I don't think it invalidates.
I mean, that's your opinion. That's fine, but I'm saying
my
Drake
thing is
can write for himself, and like he said, he was
he
just
can
quit and play.
I'm not saying Drake is a great rapper. Drake is an amazing rapper. I'm never taking that away from him, but he still had bars goes written for him.
But do you think Drake need that? Like he needs that to have a great album?
I don't think he does at all. I'm not saying he does. I know Drake as on his own can make an amazing album by himself. I'm not denying that at all. But because he did what he did, he cannot be on my lyricist list. That's what
I feel like at the end of the day, even like when we're talking about him this year going crazy, we say Drake is going crazy. We're not thinking about a ghostwriter or somebody, behind the curtain doing things for him. So are we really still, holding that stigma on him? I don't feel like we are. I feel like it's been swept under the rug. I don't think about that stuff no more.
This is where I think the stigma got erased for me. Like at first I was denying it. I'm like, there ain't no way. Blah, blah, blah. Then whenever he admitted it, and then flamed Quentin Miller and flamed Meek Mill, blah, 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 blah. And the tracks came out, whatever. But when he wrote his disses, and his disses are him just spitting, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
yeah, like Drake still has the bag. Like he just chooses not to pull anything out of it.
Right. At times whenever he wants to, and times when he doesn't. And it comes with a lot of laziness. And I think that's what's stopping Kendrick Lamar from releasing, because he's such an artist. He's such a creator. He does not want to turn into, I don't think he wants to turn into commercial, but he still wants to be kind of commercial, kind of not. But I think he just doesn't want to just put out anything that he doesn't feel like hasn't been said before. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what's stopping him. I think that's what's going to stop him for a while, because there's only so much you can say. You need, like, other artists need other artists to create sometimes. Like, there's plenty of paintings that we know, famous paintings that were other artists collabed on it. And I'm not saying, like, for Drake, that doesn't lessen it for me, because I know Drake has created masterpieces by himself. Like, nothing was the same. Ain't nobody was on there.
I think.
Yeah. And
I want you to understand that I'm not taking that away from him. Like, Drake can do all that on his own. I'm not taking that away.
I think Kendrick wants his legacy to be every album I drop, people will say it's a classic.
Different.
If he stopped
for different reasons too.
If he stopped right now for the rest of his life, he's going down in history as one of the best rappers.
Right, but I'm saying, like, I think maybe he realized he can't compete with Drake's I've been on a run for like 20 years.
Drake's stamina.
Like, Drake just continuously puts out forever. I think Kendrick was like, I'm not gonna do that like Drake does. So
I think this is the first time we've ever had an honest conversation on this pod about these two.
So let me ask y'all:
Several.
do y'all think that Kendrick is not putting out music because of like a pouty reason?
No.
No, I think it's
I
he's
feel like
literally
he's just-
creative. He has creative block right now.
I feel like he's enjoying life right now, and I feel like he has enough music in the chamber to where he can drop whatever he wants. But I feel like he's just
I
enjoying
think-
life right now.
This is a petty reason. I think that when he finally dropped like his life story of how he came to be on his last album, I feel like he's looking for more material now. Like he's kind of letting the story progress so he could have some more stuff to talk about on this next project.
I can see that. I can see him opening up like Kendrick's dead. Kendrick's not here. Kendrick dead. Like just intros of different people. Like, where's Kendrick? Where has he been? And then he's just like, ah!
I think Isaiah Rashad
One
did
of
that.
those- he just starts screaming like that.
Isaiah Rashad did do that. That really sparked the where's Kendrick at. That really did do that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying to y'all though, when we did our top 10 list, I had Wayne, Kendrick, Drake, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
If Drake, how many years is this from whenever he came out?
He came out at the end of 2008. It's going on
13 years ago.
It's going on 14 years. He's been around a very long time.
If I consider how long like his run has been and how many whatever years later now drops an undisputed classic, there might be some readjustment there.
I mean, and that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I said it. I think I said
I
it on the
respect
pod
that.
before. Like, if Kendrick doesn't drop anything this year, which looks like he's not going to, that he's probably going to lose a spot.
I don't think it's
See,
gonna
I'm
happen.
of the mindset, and now I'll let DJ explain his mindset about Kendrick. Like, I'm of the mindset again of Gary Keys. He's enjoying life, but at the same time, I think he's worked on music, but I think none of it's complete. Like I think it's there. Like nobody just quits their like. You don't just lose a passion for something unless it's like tragedy or you're just over it. And like from what we've heard of Kendrick the last time, he did not sound like he was over music. So what I'm saying is, I think there's something there. There is a spark. There is something in his studio, whatever. But he's not just not rapping.
Well,
I
I mean, but you can say that about a lot of rappers. A lot of rappers have music that nobody's ever heard, just stashed.
I
But
think
like,
it's,
I don't think it's going to be like album music. I don't know if he's working on it.
I think it's gonna be like Darn, where you're just not gonna hear nothing until 2 weeks before it's dropping.
Probably.
Hmm.
Also, we know it's like how many confirmations have we had from different artists and like engineers and whatnot that he has music there. Like we know that there's a Kendrick album sitting somewhere. He hasn't dropped it.
But there's in this age of technology, there's no pictures of him leaving a booth. No
Yeah,
pictures of him
it's-
there.
I don't know how he managed to do that. Like he ain't even
Yeah.
seen at the grocery
Because he's
This
not
dude is
doing
headed.
anything. Like even if there's music, is
Man.
he just recording it at his crib and sending it?
Not even just like
But
music,
but even then, like you would think that
Kendrick gonna put
somebody
this
would like.
pod in the beginning of his album. He's not doing anything.
he hasn't even caught him at the airport. Like where is this man?
I'm
Gonna
saying,
name a
like-
song after me.
like the
Slay me
grocery
up.
store or nothing. Like
The airport, the grocery store, like where are you at? It's like this man has avoided cameras for 4 years. How do you do that? Like
Yeah.
I mean,
I
some
don't
kid
know.
caught him lacking.
Yeah, somebody call him like
Take a picture with me, please.
I don't know how he managed to do that.
That kid was
That's
like,
crazy.
"How much $1 cost?" He got triggered.
That man is incognito.
That man is a vigilante.
That's the top 5 podcast. You already know what it is. Once again, watch the entire video. I did the thing at the beginning, so we good.
I don't
Top
eat boiled
5.
hot dogs.
If you're still here,
Yeah.
thank you for watching the entire video.
If you still
We
here,
out.
leave a like and I'll send you $5.
That's
He will send you $5.
I'm
Confirm.
checking.
I'm liking the video right now.
Keys Bucks.
Keys bucks. Yeah.
All right, y'all.